You know, at 63, I thought I knew all the tricks for staying healthy, until I discovered castor oil. This humble oil, used since ancient Egyptian times, completely changed my approach to everyday health challenges. I was skeptical too. When my wife Martha first suggested castor oil for my arthritis, I laughed it off. But after 2 weeks of use, I couldn't believe the difference. That's when I dove into the research and discovered what our grandparents knew all along. Today, I'm sharing 10 remarkable uses of castor oil that are especially valuable for those of us over 50. Wait until you hear number 7. It's the one that shocked even my doctor. Remember, I'm sharing knowledge, not prescribing medicine. Always check with your physician before trying new remedies. Drop your city in the comments and hit that subscribe button. I'd love to know where my fellow wisdom seekers are watching from. Now, let's start with the benefit that changed everything for me. 1. Arthritis relief. The game changer. Let's start with what I consider the crown jewel of castor oil benefits: arthritis relief. 3 years ago, my morning routine included 2 prescription pills and 15 minutes of wincing while my fingers warmed up. Sound familiar? My turning point came during a visit to my sister in Arizona. She noticed me rubbing my knuckles and handed me a small amber bottle. "Try this," she said. "Just warm it between your palms and massage it into your joints before bed." I was polite, but doubtful. By the 3rd night, I couldn't deny the difference. The science explains why. Castor oil contains ricinoleic acid, a natural compound with remarkable anti-inflammatory properties. It penetrates deep into tissue, reducing the inflammation that's causing your pain. Here's how to use it effectively. Warm a tablespoon between your hands and gently massage it into painful joints for 5 to 7 minutes. Cover with a cotton cloth if you're concerned about staining. For best results, do this before bed, 3 to 4 times weekly. A month's supply costs about $12. Compare that to the $40 plus many of us spend on commercial creams that offer temporary relief at best. A 2019 study from Arthritis Research Journal found that participants using castor oil reported a 30% reduction in morning stiffness. That's significant, friends. What's your biggest arthritis challenge? Hands, knees, or somewhere else? Let me know in the comments. I'd love to share some specific techniques for your trouble spots in our next video. 2. Natural sleep aid for better rest. Now, who here has found themselves watching late-night TV commercials because sleep just won't come? According to the National Sleep Foundation, over 65% of adults over 55 report regular sleep disturbances. I was part of that statistic until I discovered this simple trick. Castor oil as a sleep aid might sound strange, but it's been a game changer for me and many in our community. Martha calls it my knockout drops. Here's the technique. About 30 minutes before bedtime, place a single drop of castor oil on your fingertip and gently, very gently, apply it along your eyelids. Not in your eyes, just on the lids. The absorption through this thin skin has a remarkably calming effect. The connection to better sleep appears to be related to the oil's ability to reduce inflammation and promote circulation to the brain. When your body relaxes, your mind follows suit. My friend Gerald, a retired firefighter who struggled with sleep for decades, called me at 9 a.m. after trying this technique. "Bob," he said, "that's the first time I've slept through the night in years." Unlike sleep medications that can leave you feeling groggy or dependent, castor oil doesn't come with those concerns. Though, as always, if you're taking medications, check with your doctor first. Try pairing this with a cup of chamomile tea and 10 minutes of light stretching. It's a bedtime ritual that respects your body's natural rhythms. Have you tried natural sleep remedies before? What's worked for you? Share your experiences below. We're all learning together. 3. Wrinkle reduction and skin rejuvenation. Let's talk about something we all face. The mirror. Remember when moisturizer was just something women used? Now I'm stealing my wife's creams when she's not looking. But here's the secret. Castor oil outperforms many of those fancy jars, costing 10 times more. Our skin changes dramatically after 50. It thins out, loses elasticity, and those laugh lines, well, they're not so funny anymore. The good news? Castor oil contains that powerful compound I mentioned earlier, ricinoleic acid, plus antioxidants that fight the free radicals causing our skin to age. My dermatologist friend, Dr. Katz, explains it this way. Castor oil penetrates deeper than most commercial moisturizers because of its unique molecular structure. It literally feeds your skin from within. For best results, apply it this way. After washing your face at night, while your skin is still slightly damp, warm 3 to 4 drops between your fingertips. Gently press, don't rub, into crow's feet, forehead lines, and those parentheses around your mouth. For deeper wrinkles, apply a bit more and massage in circular motions. Be patient. This isn't Botox. Most people notice improvement in skin texture within 2 weeks, but deeper wrinkles take 6 to 8 weeks of consistent use. Martha saw significant fading of her age spots after about a month. If you have sensitive skin, do a patch test first on your inner wrist. And here's a tip. Keep a small bottle by your bedside so you never forget your nightly application. What's your biggest skin concern? Fine lines, age spots, or something else? Tell me below. I'd love to address your specific questions in our next Q&A session. 4. Hair growth and scalp health. Now, who here has noticed their hairbrush collecting more souvenirs than it used to? You're not alone. After 50, our hair follicles start retiring without giving proper notice. When my barber pointed out my expanding forehead, I started researching solutions. That's when I learned castor oil has been used for centuries to stimulate hair growth. The science is compelling. Castor oil contains omega-6 fatty acids and vitamin E that increase blood circulation to your scalp and strengthen hair roots. Here's my weekly routine. Warm 2 tablespoons of castor oil. For easier application, I mix it with an equal amount of coconut oil. Makes it less sticky and smells great. Massage it into your scalp using your fingertips, not your nails. Leave it on for at least an hour. I do mine Sunday afternoons while watching football. For those with longer hair, start at the scalp and work towards the ends. Short hair like mine? Just focus on the scalp. Cover with a shower cap if you're worried about your furniture. My neighbor George started this routine after losing hair during chemotherapy. 6 months later, his hair came back thicker than before his treatment. His oncologist was amazed. Be consistent and patient. Visible results typically take 2 to 3 months. And here's a bonus. Castor oil is fantastic for treating dandruff. The same anti-inflammatory properties that help arthritis also calm an irritated scalp. Have you tried other hair growth remedies? What's been your experience? Share below. Your journey might help someone else who's just starting theirs. 5. Digestive health and constipation relief. Let's talk about something nobody wants to discuss, but everyone needs to know. As we age, our digestive system often sends us an unwelcome message. I'm slowing down. Medications, reduced activity, and changing metabolism can lead to constipation, a problem affecting nearly 40% of adults over 60. Castor oil has been used as a natural laxative for generations, and for good reason. It works by stimulating the intestines and increasing moisture in the colon. The difference between castor oil and commercial products? It's gentler and doesn't create dependency. If you're considering this approach, start small. For adults over 50, I recommend beginning with just 1 teaspoon mixed into warm ginger tea. Take it in the morning on an empty stomach. Most people experience relief within 6 to 8 hours. Important caution here, friends. If you're taking blood thinners, heart medication, or antibiotics, please consult your doctor first. Castor oil can affect how quickly your body absorbs certain medications. My gastroenterologist recommends this approach for occasional use only, not as a daily solution. For everyday regularity, combine this remedy with increased water intake and more fiber-rich foods. My morning smoothie with ground flaxseed has been a game changer. Warning signs to watch for: if you experience severe cramping, dizziness, or prolonged symptoms, stop use immediately and consult your doctor. I've found this approach particularly helpful when traveling. You know how vacation can disrupt our regular routines. A small bottle in my toiletry kit has saved many a trip from discomfort. 6. Immune system support. As we cross the 50-yard line of life, our immune system needs all the support it can get. Remember when we could stay out all night and still make it to work the next day? Those days are in our rearview mirror, friends. Research suggests castor oil may actually boost your white blood cell count, particularly lymphocytes, your body's defense specialists. These cells are like your personal security team, identifying and fighting off invaders before they can cause harm. Here's how I incorporate it into my immune support routine. During cold and flu season, I apply a castor oil pack to my abdomen 3 times weekly. Simply soak a flannel cloth in warm castor oil, place it on your abdomen, cover with plastic wrap, and place a heating pad on top for 30 to 45 minutes. The heat helps the oil penetrate deeper. My winter ritual combines this with vitamin D supplementation and elderberry syrup. During summer, I reduce to once weekly maintenance. Important note for friends with autoimmune conditions like rheumatoid arthritis or lupus. Check with your doctor first, as anything that stimulates immune function might not be appropriate for your specific situation. Last winter was the first in 5 years I didn't catch that nasty bug that circulates through our grandkids' school. Coincidence? Perhaps. But I'm not taking any chances this year. What's your go-to immune booster? Share your wisdom below. We're stronger when we learn from each other. 7. Facial cleansing and skincare. Remember when soap and water was our entire skincare routine? Those simple days are behind us. But I've found something almost as easy that works even better. Oil cleansing with castor oil. It sounds counterintuitive. Oil to clean your face? But it's based on a simple principle. Like dissolves like. The castor oil binds to the oils in your skin, including the bad stuff, makeup, and environmental pollutants. Here's my nightly routine. Mix 1 part castor oil with 2 parts olive or jojoba oil in your palm. With dry hands, massage this mixture into your dry face for about 2 minutes. Get into those crow's feet and laugh lines. Give them some extra attention. Then take a warm washcloth, wring it out, and place it over your face for 30 seconds. Gently wipe away the oil. No need for additional cleansers. What happens next amazes most people. Your skin feels clean, but not tight or dry. That stretched feeling from soap? That's actually damage to your skin barrier. With oil cleansing, your skin remains protected. For my female friends, this method removes even waterproof mascara without harsh rubbing. My wife says it's better than any makeup remover she's ever bought. The best part? A $10 bottle of castor oil replaces about $50 worth of cleansers, makeup removers, and moisturizers. I keep a small travel bottle mixed and ready for trips. If you're dealing with adult acne or rosacea flare-ups, this gentle method can be transformative. The anti-inflammatory properties calm irritated skin while cleaning. Have you tried oil cleansing before? What was your experience? Let's compare notes in the comments. 8. Stretch mark and scar reduction. Life leaves its marks on all of us, some visible, some not. Those visible ones, stretch marks from pregnancy or weight changes, surgical scars, or marks from injuries, they tell our stories. But if you'd prefer those stories to be a little less obvious, castor oil might help. Post-menopausal skin becomes thinner and less elastic, making old marks more visible and new injuries more likely to scar. The regenerative properties of castor oil can help address both. For stretch marks, consistency is the key. Warm the oil between your palms and massage it into affected areas using circular motions for 5 to 10 minutes daily. The massage itself improves circulation, while the oil delivers those healing fatty acids deep into the skin. My sister-in-law had impressive results combining castor oil with gentle exfoliation. Twice weekly, she used a soft brush on dry skin before her shower, followed by castor oil application afterward. After 3 months, the stretch marks from her twins' birth 30 years ago had noticeably faded. For surgical scars, wait until fully healed, usually 4 to 6 weeks post-surgery. Then apply castor oil directly to the scar tissue twice daily. My knee replacement scar is barely visible now, and my surgeon was quite impressed at my 6-month checkup. Be realistic about timing. Newer marks, under 2 years old, respond better and faster than older ones. Most people see improvement within 8 to 12 weeks of consistent use. Do you have a scar with a story? I'd love to hear about your experience if you try this method. Remember, our battle scars are badges of honor, but they don't need to be the first thing people notice. 9. Fungal infection treatment. Let's talk about something that affects many of us but few want to discuss: fungal infections. As we age, our immune response changes, making us more susceptible to these uncomfortable invaders, especially in toenails and between toes. Castor oil contains undecylenic acid, a compound with powerful antifungal properties. Unlike harsh chemical treatments, it fights the infection while moisturizing and protecting the surrounding skin. For toenail fungus, that stubborn condition that makes nails thick, yellow, and brittle, I recommend this approach. After showering, thoroughly dry your feet. Using an eyedropper, apply castor oil directly to and around the affected nail. Massage it in, making sure to get under the nail as much as possible. Do this twice daily. My fishing buddy Frank tried every over-the-counter treatment for his toenail fungus without success. After 3 months of consistent castor oil application, his new nail growth came in clear. Complete treatment took about 9 months, the time needed for a toenail to fully regrow. But the results have lasted for years. For athlete's foot or similar skin infections, apply a thin layer of castor oil to clean, dry feet, focusing on affected areas. Wear clean cotton socks afterward. Warning signs that mean it's time to see a doctor: increasing pain, spreading redness, or any signs of bacterial infection like pus or fever. Prevention is always easier than treatment. Keep a small bottle of castor oil in your shower caddy and apply to clean, dry feet twice weekly as maintenance. Have fungal remedies worked for you in the past? Share your experience. Your success might be someone else's solution. 10. Acne and skin inflammation. You mean I'm dealing with wrinkles and pimples? That's just not fair. I hear this from friends all the time. Adult acne, especially during menopause or while taking certain medications, is frustratingly common. Unlike teenage acne, adult breakouts are typically inflammatory, appearing along the jawline or chin. They're often deeper, more painful, and slower to heal. The good news? Castor oil's anti-inflammatory properties make it an effective spot treatment. Here's the technique I recommend. For active breakouts, dip a cotton swab in castor oil and apply directly to the inflamed area before bed. The ricinoleic acid reduces inflammation, while its antimicrobial properties fight bacteria without stripping your skin's natural moisture. For overall prevention, mix 1 part castor oil with 3 parts jojoba oil and use as your nighttime moisturizer a few times weekly. This combination won't clog pores, but will regulate oil production, something many commercial products can't achieve. My friend Patricia, who developed rosacea in her 60s, found that gentle castor oil applications significantly reduced her flare-ups. The redness and burning sensation that used to last for days now calms down overnight, she told me recently. Realistic expectations are important. This isn't an overnight miracle, but most people notice improvement within 2 to 3 weeks of consistent use. For hormonal breakouts, timing your treatment with your cycle can increase effectiveness. Remember that sensitive or mature skin may need a lighter touch. Always dilute castor oil with a carrier oil like jojoba or argan oil if you experience any irritation. Do you struggle with adult acne or rosacea? What triggers have you identified? Sharing your experience might help others recognize their own patterns. 11. Purchasing and quality guidelines. Not all castor oil is created equal, friends. When shopping, look specifically for cold-pressed hexane-free on the label. This extraction method preserves those beneficial compounds we've been discussing. Organic options are worth the slight premium, typically $10 to $15 for a quality 16-ounce bottle that will last months. I found reliable brands at health food stores, but online retailers offer good options too. Store your bottle in a cool, dark place, not the bathroom medicine cabinet with its fluctuating temperatures. Properly stored, castor oil maintains its potency for about a year. Before full application, always do a patch test on your inner wrist and wait 24 hours. Quality oil should be pale yellow to clear with a slightly nutty scent. Nothing strong or chemical smelling. What's your favorite brand? I'd love to hear your recommendations in the comments below. Well, friends, that wraps up our journey through the remarkable world of castor oil. From easing our creaky joints to helping us sleep better at night, this humble oil deserves a place in every medicine cabinet, especially after 50. I'd love to hear which use you're most excited to try. Drop a comment below, and let's keep learning together. For detailed application guides and printable reference charts, visit our website linked in the description. Next week, we'll explore natural remedies for boosting energy without caffeine, something I know many of us could use. Remember, taking care of ourselves isn't vanity or luxury, it's necessity. Your health journey matters to me, and I'm honored to walk alongside you. If this information helped you, please hit that subscribe button and share with someone who might benefit. Until next time, be well, stay curious, and as I always say, age wisely, my friends.